roll piano. Hello, I'm in Hanoi, Vietnam's capital. These two bright, beautiful girls have been helping me to understand some parts of language. Introduce yourself.
Hi Soumya,
Yes.
I'm Luong.
And you?
Hasmina, I'm Nicole.
Okay, now we are trying to learn some aspects of the language. So, how do I say hi?
You say Xin Chào.
Xin chào. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Xin chào. So, how do I say how are you?
Bạn có khỏe không?
I didn't get it. Yeah.
Bạn
Bad.
có
Bad cow. That's an abusive word in some of the languages.
bạn means friend. Có
Có.
khỏe.
Quê.
Khỏe
Có.
means
Good.
không.
Okay.
Không.
Okay. That's
Không.
really tough. And how do I say like thank you?
Cảm ơn. Đây.
Cảm ơn?
Cảm ơn.
Repeat it.
Cảm
Cảm
ơn.
ơn.
Okay.
Cảm ơn.
Oh,
Cảm
yeah,
ơn.
yeah.
Okay. So xin chào and cảm ơn for, for talking to me. Thank you.
You want to say
Yeah.
your wife about I love you?
Yeah.
Vietnamese?
Yeah, please.
Anh
Anh
yêu
yo
love
love
em.
em. Anh yo love Soumya.
Yêu em. Anh
Anh
yêu
yo
em.
em.
Yeah.
Anh yo em.
Yeah. Soumya.
Soumya. Thank you. Thank you.
Please come to Vietnam.
Thank you, Junaid, for recording this. Okay. Thank you, girls.
Of his four-day visit to Vietnam, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu held bilateral talks with his Vietnamese counterpart. Both leaders agreed to further strengthen bilateral cooperation in the areas of defense, peaceful uses of atomic energy and outer space, science and technology, renewable energy, infrastructure development, agriculture, and innovation-based sectors. Both the leaders reiterated the importance of building a peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific region for national sovereignty and international law. Vice President Naidu also paid a tribute to martyrs at the Monument of National Heroes and Martyrs.
India and Vietnam today have a strong bilateral relationship based on mutual trust, understanding, convergence of views on regional and international issues. We covered a wide range of bilateral, multilateral cooperation. We have agreed to strengthen further our bilateral cooperation in defense, security, peaceful use of atomic energy and outer space, science and technology, oil and gas, renewable energy, infrastructure development, agriculture and innovation-based sectors. India is providing extensive and sustained training support to Vietnam's armed forces and the implementation of the line of credit of $100 million for building high-speed patrol vessels for Vietnamese border guards is progressing satisfactorily. We also reviewed today implementation of the line of credit of $500 million for defense industry cooperation announced during the visit of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi in 2016.
India and Vietnam have seen a series of visits from both the sides. Prime Minister and the President Ram Nath Kovind visited in 2018. This is the Honorable Vice President visited this time. So India and Vietnam have been interacting on various issues, including extending cooperation on trade, bilateral issues, and bringing in some kind of stability in the region. And they're also agreed to extend cooperation on fields such as space, technology, language training. So India has been a developmental partner in Vietnam's progress and has been extending its support for the developmental process here in Vietnam. Today, the Vice President went to the Mausoleum of Martyrs and paid tributes to martyrs, and later he interacted with the Vice President, who is his counterpart here in Vietnam, and discussed a range of issues including extending cooperation on defense, science, space technology, agriculture and iTech to teach English language, which has been a significant part of India's outreach program. Shri Naidu actually is in Vietnam to participate in the 16th Vesak celebrations, which are going to be held on 12th, and which is an important occasion. He's going to deliver a keynote address there.
And earlier on Thursday, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu kicked off his 4-day official visit to Vietnam by addressing the Indian community soon after his arrival in Hanoi and describing the ties between India and Vietnam as a civilizational and historic. The Vice President said that the partnership with Vietnam has stood the test of time.
In a bid to enhance India's comprehensive strategic partnership with Vietnam and to deliver the keynote address at the 16th United Nations Vesak Divas on 12th of May, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu arrived in Hanoi, Vietnam on Thursday. He was received by the Vice Chairman of President's Office, Vietnam, Chu Van Yem, the Ambassador of Vietnam to India, Pham San Chau, and the Ambassador of India to Vietnam, P. Harish, among others. Later, the Vice President attended the reception hosted by the Indian Ambassador and also addressed the Indian community. Calling India a partner in Vietnam's progress, the Vice President said successive generations of leaders from Ho Chi Minh and Mahatma Gandhi to the current leaders have built upon this trust and goodwill between the two countries.
The relationship between India and Vietnam is civilizational, historic, and our partnership has stood the test of time. More than 2,000 years ago, Indian monks and traders brought with them the message of peace and compassion of Lord Buddha to Vietnam. Our successive generations of leaders, starting from Sri Ho Chi Minh and Sri Mahatma Gandhi to the current leaders, have built upon this trust and goodwill between both the nations.
The Vice President said the Indian community in Vietnam, though small in number, has numerous achievements to its credit and was well respected.
India has been a steady and strong developmental partner of Vietnam. Over the years, Vietnam has been successful in making huge socio-economic advances. Indians and Indian businessmen and industry in Vietnam have been instrumental in promoting bilateral understanding and creating opportunities for the local economy and the society.
Vice President of India kickstarted his Vietnam's visit by interacting with the Indian community who has been a part of Vietnam's progress process, and he invited them to invest in India and take part in India's developmental story as well. He also conveyed India's growth story to the diaspora when he interacted with the Indian community yesterday.
With inputs from Rajkamal Rao, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now time to get all the election related news.